Welcome to another edition of the Sports One. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports War here on a Monday. Barnes and Tony, once again, what's going on, brother?
Not much, dude. Happy to be here. Happy Monday. I know rough weekend for a lot of people for sports, dude. But nonetheless, I guess I'm stoked to be here. Got a full week to talk about it. Day off for you, Brian. So breather, regroup.
Oh, yes. I wasn't sure what you meant there for a second. Yeah, exactly. Got to regroup. Obviously, a lot to get to. And before we get to that, any highlights for you over the weekend? Anything? Any games or anything
on the weekend? No, actually,
okay.
Dude. No Fairfield games, no shoe games this weekend. Friday we did binge. That was fun, dude. I will say we saw that movie Smashing Machine.
Okay.
About Mark Kerr. Do you know who that is?
No.
Like pioneer in terms of UFC.
UFC.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So like MMA fighter.
What's his name again?
Mark Kerr.
Okay, and he's one of the original UFC fighters?
No. I wouldn't say like original, but like I forget what the Japanese league he did. It was like Prince League or some shit like that. But he was like one of the fighters that came over early stages. I think he was in like UFC 5 or something like that.
Okay, gotcha.
But was like a pretty big fighter, struggled, drug abuse, opioids, jacked, whatever. But The Rock played him, and it was pretty impressive actually, dude. So that was a nice little Friday night. I guess that would maybe be a highlight, and there was a little horseshoe afterwards. So Kyle play some pool.
How'd the pool go?
Could have been better, dude.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Couple too many?
Could have been better. No.
So it wasn't Josh B with the White Claws yesterday?
It was not Josh B with the White Claws yesterday. It was just, I don't know, sometimes the ball, maybe it was too little alcohol.
Really?
Maybe that was the problem.
Was
dude.
it really?
Well, just by the time we got there on Friday, it was late, probably like 10:30, 11.
Oh, okay.
So it was like, and then it was like, got right on the table. So it was like, you weren't really warmed up a little bit, dude. You're kind of getting a little cold. So it happens.
Yeah, exactly. So, obviously baseball wise, we can go the way that I wanted, but at least I feel like, I have the full capacity despite that, which is obviously it's not easy, but compared to Friday,
right.
At least that we have full energy. My apologies on that. Barely got through it. No grid. Won't happen again.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, dude. I almost forgot about that.
But it was tough, but that's why, hydration, moderation.
Sleep. Any sleep this weekend?
Oh, perfect. Because just, completely a weekend
sober
of sobriety, Tony. So, all good on that front. But let's just hop into it. Let's go to the world of Major League Baseball.
What a play! Stop it! Yep. And Alonso cracks one of the Mets win the ball game. Out of sight.
And it works at 100 miles an hour. 14 strikeout.
Drove deep to left field. There it goes. See ya.
All right, so today's Yankee segment is brought to you by Velvet Llama, premium canned cocktails crafted by NYC bartenders with a playful spirit. Enjoy their award-winning espresso martini with Italian espresso and chocolate notes, the crisp mascarpone mule with Nigerian ginger, or the spicy margarita with organic agave and jalapeno. These ready-to-drink treats are made with the finest ingredients. Grab yours at velvetllama.com and ride the smooth wave with Velvet Llama. Kind of interesting. So I went to Parkway Diner yesterday for breakfast.
Okay.
And where actually Josh B was there.
Yeah.
and they all love the pancakes. But went there again, sat at the counter, and I sent a picture actually in the group with them. But they're big with Velvet Llama Parkway Diner. They
Really?
had all 3 drinks on top of like behind the bar. I don't know. I guess wherever they have like some of the ingredients, supplies, or
No
whatever.
shit, dude.
And then on the door too. And then they have a full. They have a cooler. I should have taken a picture of it. A full like cooler that says Velvet Llama as well.
No kidding, dude.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, listen, man. They're hustling. You know, they're trying to distribute their stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely.
So it was cool to see that.
Yeah. That's dope. Did you get one? No.
We're yeah. I mean, probably this is where we're really going light. Really just focus on the hydration. You know, tomorrow Yankee game, different story. But other than that, definitely keeping it light for the foreseeable.
Dude. Yes, no, that's
the
that's
gym,
good, the gym, dude,
the elliptical
water,
run.
dude. Dude, this morning I forget what I don't think because I kind of caught it late the ad on ESPN radio, but it was some type of energy drink. But dude, I swear to God, at the end, and ride the wave.
Oh, but for a different
energy drink, dude. And I was down laughing, dude. And ride the wave with blue raspberry. I was like, dude, are you kidding me?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, and we'll get to the counts. We don't really need to get to. I mean, thank you, Kat, for tuning in. We don't need to get to that. But if you want to start past that, go ahead with Josh here.
Okay, all right. We have
New
Josh
Sheriff
B
Kev. Sorry,
in the
bud.
house, dude. He says, "Yo, what up?" And then how about Ernie? He says, "Yeah, sold my first big attic job. Let's fucking go, dude."
Congrats, Ernie.
The attic job. And he says, "Effing Yankees are screwing the pooch!" Exclamation point. And then Josh was hilarious. Me with the claws, Kev with the flan, you the accidental blackout Uber, dude. He says, "You can, we can't."
And listen, you know, me, Josh, you know, like I said, I still stand by. There was a couple more than those reported 4 yesterday. And listen, I've always felt like this, and it's my fault for not having, you know, the restraint to just let it go. Because at the end of the day, you know, with specifically the Yankees, like I know the deal, I know what's going on, but it's just, you know, I'm just never going to subscribe to, you know, the constant complaining, the constant, you know, like the sky is falling, terrible, never going to win again. I'm not going to do that. I always look at it as what can we do to fix whatever the issue is? And, you know, we'll elaborate more about it, but I think, you know, obviously this weekend, which of course was nothing short of an unmitigated disaster in Toronto. I think there were 2 things that stood out to me. One, at the plate, you know, the no ability to adjust. You know, both starters for Toronto, you know, had the, you know, the fastball split combo working and all the strikeouts, pretty much every strikeout. You know, maybe there was one on a fastball or 2, but we're all on splitters in the dirt. So it's like, you know, you got to have it adjust, you know, to your approach. And John Boy and Jake were talking about that on their post-game show, you know, yesterday. So you got to have a change in the approach, and just adjust and just know, okay, that's coming. I'm not going to fall for it. So I think that's a big thing. And then I think pitching, like, you know, Luis Gil, I guess, like, I don't know. I don't know if even if he's dialed in, if he really has a chance to, you know, get that lineup out. I just think I don't know. That injury set him back. Be interested to see how he is with the spring training, but I'm just not. I just think with command, pitching big games, you know, you can't. He's not ready for that, or I don't know if he ever will be. So spring training is important. But yesterday with Fried, it's just kind of interesting. Like, it was a disaster the last time he pitched in Toronto as well. It's something that they're picking up on. To me, it just felt like the hitters like knew what's coming. And sure, it could be a combination of, you know, just him not having any type of good location, because obviously this is a contact team. But it feels like they just like we're ready for every pitch that's coming. And it is weird too, the splits with the home and away. You know, they're like a -17 on the road, but obviously I think it's something like, and I could be a little wrong on this, but it's something like +80 at home. So it's just interesting why why is it always at home? So I think when I have more time, I would like to kind of go through the at bats and just see if it's more just location. Obviously, if you're missing the location, you're gonna get hammered. But I just find it interesting. A pitcher like Max Fried, who was so dominant, I don't know, his last 12, 13 starts, whatever it was, all of a sudden can't pitch his way out of a paper bag and give up 8, 9 hits. I don't know. Something's off-putting about that, but we'll see what happens. But and then just we'll talk more about that, but also just getting back to what I was saying about like just like the complaining and then like chirping and all that shit. It's just like I've always felt like this, and like I said, it's my fault for not having the strength, but I'm all for having an X's and O baseball conversation, but the black and white and the vanilla, you suck, we suck, it's over, we're never doing anything. I'm just not going to waste my time with that conversation. And I don't know if it's just people who do that. I guess what I would say is they, I guess, don't take it, seriously as me. I think that's what it is. So for me, it's a big deal. Like in no way or shape or form is it funny. So it's just a big deal to me. And it's just kind of interesting too. Cause like I have that, with the Yankees where every game is very important. And you just want to be at your best at all times. But all other sports, like as much as like I enjoy watching them, it just doesn't have that same like do or die type of feeling. And I guess like the closest thing would be the Rangers. But it is tough, like going into this season, how everybody's so down on them, which just isn't, I hate, like I was telling them yesterday, I'm very anti just being negative in general. So it's just kind of tough because you get the general sentiment from many people and a lot of them that are close to the situation that it feels like they don't have a chance to go on a run. But obviously sports are unpredictable. Unexpected things can happen. So just hoping that they can go on a run there. And as far as the Yankees are concerned, of course was the last thing we wanted, this weekend, but you got to just take one game at a time. You have the advantage of being at home. So just win one game at a time and go from there. And the whole goal here has to be is get this thing back to Toronto and have a chance to make up, for your mistakes that you made this weekend. What else we got here?
My mother earlier on said, good morning.
Good morning,
fellas. And she says no more crying, Brian.
I don't get why she said that.
Like about the Yankees?
But why crying though? Like I don't. Well, there was no crying. Like what is she talking about?
There was no crying?
No, I'm saying what is she referring to?
When you were crying?
Yeah, I'm saying when though.
I
don't think there was ever.
I wasn't there, but right at my house after the beach bash.
After the beach. Oh no! But I feel like she's talking. Like, is she talking about the car ride with Matt or something?
Yes.
She was there though.
A little bit scary here. Yeah. Well, I guess Josh B says no golfing today. Question mark. Are you golfing today? No golfing.
Sam's.
No golfing. Sam's. But then we have Jay Bird here, who.
Oh, by the way, I know because you're big on like movies and shows. We just started watching Black Rabbit. Heard of it?
Black Rabbit. Oh yes, Netflix.
Yes,
Jason Bateman. Haven't watched it. Heard great things though.
I actually am dialed.
Really?
Yes.
Love it because they're like right. They have a restaurant, whatever.
Yeah, some shady cooking
the food. No, I gotta check it out, dude. How deep are you into it?
I think we're like 3 episodes in or something.
Okay, word, yeah.
But enjoying it.
Yeah.
Blackjack. It is. I don't know, dude. Yeah, there's like this big scene with Blackjack, and
really,
he's all in basically, and then he's telling other people what it's great. You'll enjoy it.
I gotta watch it.
Yeah,
I definitely gotta watch it.
The rare show that I'm giving my seal of approval to.
Wow, dude, up there with 24,
yeah.
Dude. And then we have Jay Bird says, love you guys. New York sports, specifically the Jets, make me want to throw myself in front of a semi. The Jets don't deserve airtime. Always 1 step forward, 3 steps back. But his goofy ass will always sit and watch them week after week. I mean, Jay Bird, like
that's tough. Because
rock bottom over there, man.
I don't have that in me, and I feel like that's why. And shout out Tommy, good to have Tommy here. I know he's been having problems with his YouTube, but he says, "Holy shit, no Hat Barnes." Also, he texted me over the weekend, Peralt and the Miners. What the fuck is that? to start the season.
Pro in the minors,
but great to have Tommy here, though, I have to say.
Yeah, always
Tommy,
nice.
we're getting the job done tomorrow. Don't you worry about it, buddy. On both fronts, okay? But yeah, with the Jets, I just feel like trying to think. I would say for the most part, since Zach Wilson, and then I did kind of get revitalized with Aaron Rodgers, but I would say once the Achilles thing happened on opening night, I haven't taken it seriously for a while. So it's just like one of those things, like I'll get into it like when they actually are good, but I don't know. I just don't even, it's emotionless. I really don't. I don't care. I really don't.
I mean, like for fans like Jay, who obviously are emotional about it. Because even like, I mean, listen, obviously I haven't been, following the Jets my entire life here, obviously, but I mean, it is kind of like fucking atrocious,
Right.
But what type of like silver lining are you even looking at right now if you're a Jets fan?
Just that you could get the number 1 pick in the draft and pick a good quarterback finally. But it's tough because it just makes you feel like, did you fuck it up again with the coaching?
With the coaching, right?
Front office. I think a biggest problem, I think you didn't get rid of enough players that are all a part of these losing years.
Right.
And then you gave them extensions, Sauce, Garrett Wilson. I think that's the problem. You really needed a broader reset. And I know some guys are talented. What are you going to do? Vera Tucker doesn't help. But, I think you needed a proven coach.
Right.
I really think to kind of guide you through. And I know it's not working with the Raiders, but the Raiders are the Raiders. But like Carroll, I think would have been a lot better pick.
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting on who would have been better, but it is definitely more apparent now that it's not just the quarterback position.
No, it's the culture.
Yeah, it is.
And that's why we spoke last week about like when the times they've had success, Rex and Parcells brought people over. So I think that's a big part of it. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. And then Josh B says, "Hey man, just watch some Red Zone."
Which is great.
Dude.
I mean, I enjoy watching the NFL from art, but I have to say, Tony, and I don't know if you feel like this too. Isn't there like a void though at the same time? Because I just feel like I watch Red Zone for fantasy, but there's no urgency unless and I haven't been, but unless I had a bet on the game for who wins. Like who wins doesn't matter. And that just that takes away. That definitely takes something away.
No, yeah, I understand what you're saying, especially I mean, listen, there's some juice when you are watching for fantasy. I'm like, yeah, dude, like
right, but
get
I'm
the
saying
ball
who
to
wins
whatever,
doesn't
dude. Yeah,
I mean, I guess they won another drive so then they can get points and win, but I'm saying it's all fantasy.
It is all
it's
fantasy.
All fantasy, man.
Yeah, like that Bengals game. Like I didn't care about the score. I didn't care if like, oh wow, Cincinnati may win. No, like I don't care. Just give the ball to Jamar Chase.
Patriots being the Bills, like sure, like always fuck the Patriots, but was it easy to go to bed like halfway through the third? Yeah, it was. No,
yeah, absolutely. And it is unfortunate, but I mean, anyway, that is like the byproduct of having with the team you're following just being shit. New York football being absolute ass. Which they are. My mother says she's so glad. Not sure what about. Definitely not football in New York being ass.
Yeah.
And then Josh B here says it's a bigger deal to you than it is to me, ? Sure. So your mentality makes you think you're a better fan. You sound crazy. Love you. That was wild.
Yeah. And kind of like it's the same thing with like how, with like Kev, like I just like, I'm not having a pointless conversation anymore. Same thing with this, Josh. Like I'm not gonna talk about it anymore. And like you said, no problems. Like there's no issue. But like just to kind of put a bow on it. My whole thing is, as a fan, you don't belittle fellow fans. You support each other, support the team. Times are going to be tough. Things are going to go the way that you don't want, but you never belittle a fellow fan for like wanting always to have hope and wanting to always look what we can do to get over the hump. That's not cool. But like I said, it's not an issue, but I'm just saying that's the last I'm going to say about it. You always just support your team. And you know what I mean? It's there's enough of the other rival team fans that do that. You don't need your own people doing that. So at the end of the day, always down for an X's and O conversation, but a whole like, we suck. We're never gonna do it. Like I'm just not gonna waste my time on that, and Jay, I see, he says, excellent perspective, Brian. And it's like, it's kind of like even with you with the Jets, Jay. You know what I mean? And it's like, obviously, I like the Jets too. It's just different level, of course. But it's like, you don't want to just hear that constantly. It's like, you want to think of like what we could do better. And like I said, I think they might have. I mean, 0-5 start, lifeless. They might have gotten the coaching hire wrong, the quarterback hire wrong. So yeah, I think it's like you need somebody to set the tone. There's not. I don't know if Tony. I don't know if you agree with me on this. I don't know if there's one leader on that team.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely.
Who would it be?
Who would it be is right. I mean, I don't know.
Right.
I mean, if you think about it, like it's not going to be Fields, you know, the way that, Breece Hall was talking about, being comfortable with losing last week or 2 weeks ago. Like, it doesn't really seem like him, like leadership in terms of like where's the fire in that locker room right now? Like after a loss this week, like there should be some heads rolling, like
first coach, by the way, to start 0-5 with the Jets, by the way, ever. All the disasters we've seen, first coach.
That's actually pretty wild, dude. And that's not good. That's not good at all.
Yeah.
Do you think any chance he's a one and done?
Yeah. I think there's a chance that like they could go like 0-17, first team ever. And it's not because the talent's that bad, but the what's the word I'm looking for? The execution.
Yeah.
And like I said, you can't do anything without leaders. I'm not gonna lie. I could be wrong here, but I actually am not positive. Maybe you can help me out with this, Tony.
What do you got?
But what blue means? I thought I was looking at it. I could be wrong, but I thought it was like you're just like harping, like making fun of somebody for having a certain perspective. Is that not what it means, or no?
When you're like belittling something, yeah, I guess so. You're making someone feel small, is what it is. Like even though they're excited about something, like. Right. Like, oh man, like I made this sandwich, and you're like, dude, like it's just a fucking sandwich. Like it's not a big deal, Like you're belittling
exactly. Them. So again, like last time, I'm gonna speak of this, but it's like right now, I'm not like thinking about like, oh, here we go again. It's like I'm not even thinking about the offseason plan. Once the season's over, offseason plan full force. I'll talk about it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But right now, all I care about is just winning game 3 and just going from there. And that's it. And that, like I said, that's the last time to speak about it. I don't need, a back and forth. And I know, what it means to be, just behind your team always and not bail. And that's it. And I'm not going to talk about it again.
You're not going to be belittled.
No. And so I guess I was right in a sense, maybe it wasn't like a perfect match. But yeah, so I don't know. Now, anything to you, Tony, because there's not really like a need for a in-depth,
a full breakdown of the games.
Right. But I'm just saying, based off of what I already said, a lack of, flexibility in terms of the approach, reacting to what you're seeing. But what about what I'm saying about not understanding how the Jays are just so ready for every pitch. And it's interesting though, because then I'm thinking like, well, even you think the game 1, I know he'll give up 2 runs, but 2 runs isn't 10 runs. Right. It's really all fall apart when Luke Weaver came into the game. So is it like, are there tells that the Yankees have that not other teams recognize? Because to me, it just feels like they're too ready. Or do you think it's like a combination of that and locations being off? Like, what do you think it is? Just like I said, they play them differently at home versus on the road. And I don't know.
I mean, look, the road or away record, I guess I can't really speak to. Sometimes, a lot of teams of players do feel like they have advantages at home simply because they are in their own park, because they have, fans at their back. I guess to how well they're hitting Yankees pitchers in general. I mean, they were able to sit back and, watch a wild card series. Like they watched Fried pitch, like they watched the bullpen work against the Red Sox. So, maybe they did their homework. They know how to approach these pitchers because, the success, has been pretty bountiful for them at the plate. Like it's not just that. And it's, It's not just like they're winning these games off of one big hits. I mean, they're coming in bunches. Everyone is hitting well, it seems. So, I mean, that's what I can point to. I'm not going to make any insinuations, that they're cheating or anything. Like, at home they're doing some George Springer. I don't know. I'm not going to say that. I would chalk it up to that at this point. Also, I guess, I mean, the Yankees coming in the back, the stretch of the season. I mean, they were playing easier teams, I guess. Like we talked about their favorable schedule.
The 2 out of 3 though against them at home.
Right. That was huge. That was huge.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, I mean, listen, for the first time in a while, though, I feel like they're playing a team that has a really, obviously they're one of the division.
Like Boston, sure, they're better than Boston, but Boston wasn't a pushover either.
No, Boston wasn't a pushover, but they were without their best player, you know? Again, the Blue Jays are rested. They've been watching you. They definitely have had this series like on their mind for a while. I feel like, not to say they can be more prepared or anything like that. But I could just say, that it just seemed like that they came in just like ready to go. Not to say that the Yankees mentality is off. It was interesting hearing Boone talk about it on Rick and Dave. How I don't know. To me, it sounded like Boone sounded a little like waving the white flag almost.
What did he say?
No, he was like saying positive things,
right?
Like, but it was more like, like this isn't crazy for us to come back. He was saying weirder things have happened this season.
Right.
We're gonna go out there. We're gonna win this first game and see how far we can take this sort of deal. So I don't know. It just seemed like he sounded defeated. I don't know. It's just not like he's like, yeah, we gotta hit better. We gotta pitch better. We gotta do everything better. Which obviously.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know. I thought he could have been a little bit more fired up about it, I suppose. So I don't know. I guess maybe I question. I guess you talk about the Jets' leadership. Obviously you know about Boone. His leadership isn't great.
Right.
So hopefully, you want a guy like a Judge, Stan, whoever, to rise up in that locker room and get, some good vibes going. I feel like get some fire going. Because you handle these 2 losses. You kind of take it on the chin a little bit. It's not easy to come back from by any means. So, listen, I think it is possible. Again, you can go through all the euphemisms, like all the themes. Like you're only as good as your next day starting pitcher, Rodon, like takes one game and you're in it. Momentum shifted just like that. But the Yankees definitely have to go out there and I don't know if you can speak to it, but I feel like that they were flat-footed,
Yeah, well, like I said, I think it's the problem of like having no location pitching wise, and then on the hitting end, just how many times are you going to strike out at the off speed in the dirt? Because that's what happened. It's splitter, 2 splitter guys in a row.
Do you think by any means though it is because they just were not like mentally ready for this?
No, I kind of.
There were no hit through 5 2/3.
Right. I just feel like though with the splitter, they're just. I'm guessing like the lazy thought there was, eventually he's just going to throw fastball. So every time, even though it could be a splitter, I'm just going to swing. Maybe it'll be a fastball and I'll be ready. Instead of like, okay, I was telling Matt like after the first inning, I was like, why don't they just sit to 2 strikes on every count? And even when they're at 3, almost like every 3-2, like there was maybe a couple, but I would say 80% of the time he was showing that splitter, like just take, because it's like that was the put out pitch every time.
Yeah.
And I think so. Of course, yes. What's his name? You Savage. Perfect pinpoint with the location, but they could have had more resistance there. And then, I think Fried, there was a couple batters where I felt like he got it right in terms of throwing a low sinker. And I think he got a strikeout. How many strikeouts? Was it 1 strikeout? Yeah. The only time that he got a strikeout, was on the low sinker. So I think they could have, used that type of approach pitching. So maybe it was just that, but I just felt like too many balls were up. And I don't know if you noticed that, but I feel like all the balls that they hit out of the park or hit very hard, all of them were up in the upper half of the strike zone. The Blue Jays.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
It's like you got to keep the ball down.
Keep the ball down. Yeah.
And then they were benefiting by us swinging at balls.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So yeah, you know what I mean? And like you think about like us playing the show against each other.
Yeah.
It's same thing if you think about it. Like the times when you hit one out, I mean, most of the time, is it not right down the middle?
Yes.
And the times when you are striking out, is it not even close to
Not
the strike
even
zone?
close, dude.
So yeah, that's kind of my thought. But so basically, because I know you were saying like, I don't think anything's like going on with Springer, this and that. So, but besides the crowd, I mean, and maybe that affecting the Yankees negatively, why is there such a disparity? Not even with just the Yankees, but like the entire league with them at home. That's what I just.
So what? All right, let's hold on. Because how much is the disparity?
Well, like I said, I think it's negative 17 run differential, under 500 on the road, and then at home, I think it's like 20-something games over 5, or what is that? 27 games over 500.
Yeah, 54 and 27 this season.
And I think it was what 40 and
41 on the road.
And keep in mind too, this is the same amount of games. So what they've scored?
Yes.
What is that? 60 roughly, or 54 less runs?
Yes, roughly.
Same amount of hits.
But I mean, yeah.
Does he have the pitching, or it just shows offense?
Plate appearances.
No, I guess it just shows offense.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it doesn't really. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. For me to sit up here though and be like, "Yo, like there has to be something illegal happening here, like going against the rules."
Not even that it's but I'm just saying, like, even if the Yankees are tipping, but my question is though, why is it just at their place? Because I know tipping's out there. I mean, we've seen it before.
Yeah.
I just, you know what I mean? And I don't know. These guys are professional athletes. A lot of guys in the Yankees played in the World Series last year. You're telling me that just an opposing crowd being fired up and sound effects make them just like, you know what I mean? Like completely lose their ability to be sharp. Like I don't know. It's hard for me to buy into that. Because the Yankees actually had the best road record in the league this year, actually.
Right. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, again, looking at these stats, I mean, there's nothing other than the record, right?
Well,
I mean,
the runs. I mean, that's a lot of runs.
Yeah. Again, I mean, other than the record and the runs, but I mean, what can you allude that to? Does that mean I can
home runs too?
Like
17 more.
But that means like in bigger spots at home they succeed more. But like, doesn't that make sense? Because it's like, oh, like in a big spot, if you have an entire crowd cheering for you as opposed to not.
But go pull up the Yankees splits.
All right. Let's see. Uh, 50 and 31.
More runs on the road.
Yes.
Let's see. More hits.
Mm-hmm.
Slightly more home runs.
More
but that
wins.
seems more like some of this stuff is better on the road. Obviously, 6 more wins at home.
Yeah, I mean, you're telling me. I mean, you just said that the Yankees were one of the best road teams this year.
Right.
So I mean, yeah.
So, but then you know what I mean. But then why is it just in Toronto? It's 1-8, and it's not like you were 0-6 at home against them. You were 4-2.
You were 0-2.
Well, like including the playoffs in Toronto,
Right.
1-8, 79 runs allowed,
Right.
and then you were 4-2 at home.
Yeah, no, I mean, listen, it's not. I mean, it's not something I can really have.
Yeah.
An
No,
answer
I'm just
to.
kind of like, you know what I mean? I'm not even saying that it's anything illegal.
Right.
But like, how could it be that? I don't know. I guess what I'm saying is I refuse to believe that like the Yankees get that nervous, rattled of being on the road. And it's specifically just against them. That just
No. I mean, they clearly don't.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, look at their road stats. They don't get rattled on the road. And also, I feel like I want to say the Yankees is probably one of the upper echelon fan bases for traveling well. Also,
right.
So,
Maybe not there though, because it's like Canada's only team. All the fans. They said they sold out all the tickets in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
You know,
So I don't know. I mean,
it is weird though, right?
It is
like,
odd. Yes.
Just to try to make sense of it, like, I mean, I guess it is the playoffs, and some people are built for it, some people are not, I guess. But I like it. I don't know. I think that there's some tell that I think on both angles for the Yankees, hitting and pitching, that they're doing. You know what I mean? That doesn't a tell isn't illegal, Tony.
No. Yeah, if you're tipping your pitch, or
right,
even if the Blue Jays were successfully stealing signs,
but how could you even steal? I mean, like, unless they
no, you can't. Exactly, which would be at that point illegal.
Like, again, I'm gonna say that I'm gonna say I don't think there's anything illegal, even though I did the thought of hacking the pitch comp definitely came to mind. I'm not gonna lie. But I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt that they didn't do that. But I just still can't get past, like, whatever. Why is it easier for them to pick up stuff at home? That's what I don't know. It's just hard for me. I'm just all for. At the end of the day, I want the reason. And like at bats, I think it's pretty simple. There's no discipline there,
right?
And I don't know. That's it. But what else we got here?
Gosh, dude. All right, we have all right. Ernie popped in here. He says, "Oh boy, here we go." This was back at the Josh B discussion. He says, "Everybody love everybody." Ernie, don't even sweat it. And he says, "All this tells me that they're good home team and they are susceptible to let the Yanks take 2 at home and force a game 5, or my unrealistic Josh."
And just to respond to that, Ernie, but I still just think we are too good of a team to like have no chance on the road against them this season. 1-8. I mean, that's pretty much no chance. 1 of 9, Ernie. So what is that about? That's what I want to know.
What is that?
And like I said, he said PD test distribution. Sure, you think, but it almost reminded me of it. But I would say, Ernie, that it was like, but even worse than that. Because even though there were games we lost to Houston, a lot of those games were actually low scoring. They would just hit a big home run in a big spot. So how is it that it's like we're just a human pitching machine in Toronto? I don't know. I can't get past that. The hitting it just makes sense, a stubborn approach, but the pitching machine, I don't understand.
I think maybe we should we would have to break down at bats at that point, right?
Yeah.
Like if you really want to go deep into it, past just the stats.
Yeah,
but
like I mean, I don't know what you saw, but it's just like Yankee at bats. I feel like don't need a breakdown. It's like you're taking strikes and you're swinging stuff that's not even closer to striking, and it's like I don't know, like especially because it's not like you're the worst team in the league or anything. It's like, okay, having a splitter fastball combo is tough, but like you could combat it, like
No, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely correct here. And then to keep going with the comments here, we have Goon Collector here who says, I blame Anthony, me. He seems a little too happy the Blue Jays won, like he hired some Etsy witch or something to curse the Yankees through Brian. Shaking my head. Goon Collector, maybe a little too many micro doses perhaps at home.
But we still don't know who that is, right?
No idea. Okay. No idea. And it says then Blue Jays seem to know Fried's pitches a little bit too
that
well.
Seems non-facetious, I think. Anyway,
yeah, I don't know. Who knows, dude? Who knows this guy? Goon Collector. He's a goon.
But all I know is Rodon Bieber tomorrow. And we need our best from everybody. And you can't dwell on what happened over the weekend.
That's right.
It sucked. It was terrible. And he says the first comment was facetious. But yeah, just one. I do. Listen, this is like the honest truth. Like I do. Like it's still not going to be easy, but I do feel like being at home definitely gives us an advantage. But I think that we're more than capable of winning these next 2 games. And it's just like, so you can't look ahead, but obviously it's like, yes, the game 5 in Toronto going to be tough. Like you're going to have to pretty much play a perfect game for that, but you have to get to that point first. And I know me and my fellow Yankee fans that are going to be there,
associates,
like the whole building. I mean, I know everyone's going to be on their feet into the game, and so I know we're going to be behind them, and I think the guys are going to be fired up too.
You got to be.
So let's see. Could be wrong, but I think they're going to come out strong on Tuesday. And then he says, they literally read Fried like a book. I watched that game yesterday. Fried couldn't throw a strike. Whenever he did, it would get hit. Yeah. No, exactly. That's why it's just like, I guess he was tipping, but it's just like, how do you win 19 games and you're tipping pitches? I don't know. Like, is it like you have discipline to not do it most of the time, but then like the times that he struggled this year, he was doing it? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But when there's more time, we can always, kind of do more of a breakdown, footage, detailed look at things. And then, because there's a lot of football to talk about, but just quick overview here. The Mariners win 3-2 yesterday, evening up that series at 1.
Oh,
I guess
yes.
a big Julio Rodriguez. Was it? No, not a walk-off, but I think a go-ahead double in the 8th inning, something like that. Shohei pitched great. What was that? On
Saturday.
Yeah. Dodgers are up 1-0. It's going to be Snell Luzardo tonight, 6:08. And then the Brewers blew out the Cubs and lead 1-0. Imanaga Ashby there. So be interesting.
That should be a good like better game than the first one.
Yeah.
Even though I still think Brewers all the way.
But we'll see what happens. But I guess let's just do a quick 2-game pick segment here. MLB Frenzy, and of course, brought to you by Velvet Llama.
Bang, dude. All right, cool. So, do you want we're doing heads up sorts of deals?
Yeah,
I'll just take it. All right, let's go.
And then,
Dodgers, Phillies here. Citizens Bank Park. You know the deal. Dodgers, we mentioned, up the 1-0. I think Robertson gave up a tough run in relief there. Obviously, you mentioned Shohei, 6 innings, 3 runs. I forget what other pitcher closed the game out for them. The other Japanese guy. Sasaki. That's his name.
Gas.
Dude. Throwing absolute gas, dude. So obviously the pitching was great there. Tight game. You anticipate that here also. Over under 7.5, kind of right in your wheelhouse. Phillies here, plus 115 at home. Kind of crazy though. I don't know, dude. Jesus Luzardo here against a Blake Snell spot. I think Blake Snell, honestly, I think he's going to blank the Phillies here. First time, long time. Phillies, no hit through the 6th inning. Blake Snell gives one up in the 8th, I'll say it. A 2-run homer by Kyle Schwarber, taking out of the game. Doesn't matter, though, because the Dodgers put up 5 in the meantime. That's your final score, 5-2 under for me, Brian.
All right. I'm going to say the Phillies bounce back. Obviously disappointing to lose game 1 like that, but I think the crowd will be behind them as well. And I think Luzardo hones in. I'm going to say he goes 7 strong, a dozen strikeouts.
Wow.
Dodgers bat stifled Snell control issues, pulled in the 4th.
Oh.
And I think the Phillies win, I'm going to say 5-2. So I guess that's what, the Phillies in the under, right?
Yeah, same score. All right, dude. Next
Flipped,
game,
though.
final game. Flipped. Yes, obviously. Different winner.
Yes.
Brian. So let's go 9:08. You can watch this on HBO Max, by the way, which is pretty sweet if you're streaming at 9:08 p.m. Think about it. Milwaukee, the Brewers, Aaron Ashby. What? Kind of interesting for Ashby to be starting this game. Nonetheless, though, Imanaga with a postseason 4.5 ERA over 4 innings pitched, 2 walks, 1 home run given up, 3 Ks, 3 hits. You're over under 7.5. Also in this game. Another game though here. Actually, never mind. No, they're dogs here on the road, plus 105. Obviously, the emphatic 9-3 victory on Friday. That was. Any chance for the Cubs to try and bounce back?
Yeah, I think they will. I like Imanaga over Ashby. And I think Kyle Tucker, free agency on his mind, wants to show he's a postseason performer. I'm going to say he hits 2 homers, 6 RBIs, and I think the Cubs win 6-2. So give me the Cubs and the over.
I'm going to do the same on the over-under, but flip the winner, dude. Yeah. Flip it again, dude. Give me the Brewers. Honestly, I think Imanaga, shelled. 4th inning, pulled, 5 earned runs. Brewers don't look back. You're looking at an 11-2 spot. Brewers over as well.
All right. Just like that, your MLB pick segment So well deserved, maybe not well deserved, but well needed day off for the Yankees today. Kind of interesting doing it this way. I was kind of thinking like that, but yeah, I guess it makes sense to do the grid now, right? I just figured since you added up, right?
Yeah. I figured we were gonna do it. We can do the football one later on when we do football if you want.
I guess if we're gridding, just go back.
Just gridding, dude.
Yeah,
just gridding, dude.
And this edition of the Immaculate Grid is brought to you by the Hirsch Law Firm. So let's take a look here. Good to get the grid back up after taking a break on Friday. So let's see. Let's take a look here.
Taking a break on Friday, dude. We can do Kikuchi for upper left.
Popular though.
I don't know. People think Kikuchi.
Well, how about just
one
that's going to be low? Brett Lowry, A's.
Oh, sorry.
And Blue Jays.
Oh, A's and Blue Jays. Brett Lowry.
It's a LAW.
3%. Nice. Very nice, dude.
And then I'm just trying to think here for a second. So, first of all, LA and Houston. Just give me
J. Happ ever pitch for the Astros?
J. Happ did. I'm just trying to think though. Yeah, we got to do my boy. One of my for Astros and Blue Jays.
Okay, we got
Tyler Clippard.
Tyler Clippard, dude. 0.4. Let's go, dude.
And then I'm just trying to think about this. So for the no-hitter for the A's, I know Braden. Do we know anybody else, or was it back in the day?
I don't know anybody else.
And did Dallas Keuchel throw a no-hitter for the Astros?
I don't think so.
No?
I wouldn't think so. Did he?
Nothing from the peanut gallery?
No.
You think they're being a little facetious right now?
Yeah, maybe, dude.
But maybe we think of easier stuff here with like the Dodgers and the Astros and the Dodgers and the A's, and then 6 WAR seasons for the Blue Jays and the Dodgers.
6+ WAR, dude.
Do you think? I'm just trying to think. Matt Kemp. Either
right?
Matt Kemp or Adrian Beltre. What do you think would be lower? Almost Beltre, right?
Really?
48 home runs. I know he had 48 for them a while back. I feel like people forget Beltre even played for the Dodgers.
I guess.
Do it.
I'll do on my phone to see what Matt Kemp is. Adrian Beltre. Bang, 2%.
Kemp was 6.
Really?
How about that, Tony?
That's crazy. I really would not have thought that.
Yeah. Well, because like I said, you're thinking of Adrian Beltre, you're thinking of the Texas Rangers.
Yeah. Josh says he might have, I think, Keuchel no-hitter.
Did Ethier have a 6 WAR? Oh, okay, that was late. Okay, so Blue Jays. Let's just think about. Trying to think about
6 WAR season for the Blue Jays. Definitively, Toronto.
Okay, hold on.
I mean, like.
Oh, I wonder.
Like, would a Bo Bichette be too like? Is that too high?
I got it.
What do you got?
The Rocket.
The Rocket?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
All right, dude. If you say so. Wow, only 5%.
Pretty good, right?
Yeah, kind of. I guess these percentages are really messing with me today.
Yeah. Okay. Thinking about stuff here for a second. And the 6 WAR season with the no-hitter, that doesn't, just double check on, but that doesn't need to be in the same season, right?
No-hitter is defined as completed game, team batted 9. Yep. Participated 1 paired. There's no way. Same season.
Okay. So just trying to think about this for a second. And I can't believe I feel like there's Dodgers. Like there's got to be a bunch of guys with that. No.
I mean, do you want to do J.A. Happ for Dodgers Houston?
I didn't know he was on the Dodgers.
Really?
Yeah.
Am I crazy to picture him on the Dodgers right now?
I mean, somewhat.
I
I
mean,
just don't know for sure, though. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to.
yeah, I don't know. You're kind of freaking me out now. I don't know.
Was Edwin Jackson on Houston? And also check Peanut Gallery just in case.
Nothing.
Okay. Edwin. Jackson.
Absolutely nothing.
What about Edwin Jackson?
I don't know. I want to say no.
He was on so many teams. And Dotel wasn't on the
Oh wait, for was on who?
the Dodgers. Kind of a tough one, no?
Yes, dude. I'm trying to think. So, I mean, all right. It's obviously Greinke would be too high for Stroh's Dodgers. Could you do like Jason Hayward? Would that be too high?
No, two Jason Hayward Dodgers. Houston, good one there. Nice.
100%. All right,
Okay.
cool, dude.
Bernie?
No?
Josh?
Yeah. All right, Josh, hold on standby. Broadcaster, good. All right, Josh B, you are live on the sports board.
What about Mike Piazza? Or is that too high?
For Dodgers
I don't
A's,
think
I would
so.
think so.
No, I don't think so, right?
No?
No, do Mike Piazza because I feel like not everybody
All right,
thinks
dude.
about. Yeah, 7%. That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine, I guess.
And then I know Verlander and obviously Nolan Ryan through the okay, too late for that one. But thank you, Charlie. We just got that one. But I didn't Keuchel throw a no hitter, Josh, or you're not sure?
You might be right, to be honest, dude.
I feel like he might. I feel like he
Let's
did.
take a chance. You ready?
Oh, wait.
Oh!
I was saying the wait, and Tony just goes with it.
No, it's too bad, dude. I mean, it was your choice. Dude.
Josh heard it.
It was your
Josh
pick.
heard
It
it.
was your pick, dude.
Well, I guess at this point we gotta just fill it out. So fucking do Verlander and Dallas Braden and
We call it a day, right?
yeah. And I'm trying to think and then who's the last one?
No hitter, 6+ WAR
and
season.
Nolan Ryan. I
Nolan
guess,
Ryan,
right?
yeah. Randy Johnson. No. Nolan Ryan.
175. Man. Tough grid today, though. Tough grid.
Yeah, that was a tough grid, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck.
All right, love you boys. Back to work.
All right.
All right,
Thanks,
later.
Josh.
Josh B, dude.
Oh, man. All right. Well, we could have redemption on the football. We've been getting hot with the football.
Yes, dude. Reed Detmers, dude.
Was for
Is this gonna be all no hitters?
Oh, but yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah,
he didn't even have a
individual
6
no-hitters.
WAR.
Never
Though. I feel like
mind
that's a
then,
little
dude.
facetious.
Dude, I was
no?
doing no hitters for the Astros,
Oh, gotcha.
but I guess these are all. This is not. Forget it, dude. I hate when they do that. Doesn't really matter.
Isn't it just?
Isn't it just a bit outside, dude? Are we going football?
Football grid.
All right, football. Good.
And
Let's
we're
do it,
off
dude.
to a hot start.
We are off to a hot start.
So for Chiefs, wow, yeah, nowhere would have been 3%. Damn. For Chiefs Pro Bowler Tommy Townsend. Nice.
Wow, dude.
All right, let's think about this for a second. See how my computer's lagging. I'm thinking. I don't know if it'll be too high, but Devin Hester, Pro Bowler. Who do you think's higher, Devin Hester or Brandon Marshall?
I mean, I guess Brandon Marshall.
Higher?
Yeah. But I mean, I've been off on the percentages all day, so.
Charles Tillman.
You want to do Charles Tillman?
Do Tillman. Probably gonna be higher, whatever.
2%.
Wow, lower. There we go.
Wow.
All right, 1,000-yard season here in the Pro Bowl. Let me just think about this for a second. Anquan Bolden.
Yeah.
It's Boldin.
There it is.
Nice, dude. Okay. So 1,000 yards receiving. I kind of think I know this one. For the Colts. No? Okay. 1,000 receiving also for Jacksonville.
Jackson.
Jimmy's. Yeah, this one isn't like the easiest. Because I know sometimes he's high, but I'm thinking Chiefs and Jags. Nick Foles.
Nick Foles. They're playing tonight.
Yeah, that's probably why.
Yep. 13.
But football, we give
Not
it a little bit of a
bad.
break. Anything from the comments?
Nope.
All
Josh
right.
B back to work.
Josh B back to work. Okay, 1,000 yards receiver for the Colts.
Where did Keenan Allen play last season?
He played with the Bears.
Oh, the Bears. Sorry, never
Yeah.
mind.
So I know obviously Wayne. Oh, Brandon Stokely.
For Colts.
Yes.
Brandon Stokely.
So I'll never forget they had 3 1,000-yard receivers: Stokely, Harrison, and Reggie Wayne.
That's pretty wild.
Okay, here. So I'm just trying to think the Jags. Like I know Jimmy Smith. I don't think Calvin Ridley did recently, but I feel like there's somebody that I'm missing. Like when they had Leonard Fournette. Trying to think, and then the Bears Jags. It's just always so much easier when like there's a quarterback or a kicker, you know.
Yeah. Quarterback or kicker?
I guess if I don't really know. I don't think Calvin Ridley.
All right. Jags, Bears. Could have Nick Foles there.
I think we've done that though when it was high. Don't you kind of remember that?
Vaguely.
Wish there was a base kicker.
I don't see any kickers here. I don't know. They don't separate kickers though in Football Reference.
No.
They just do receiving and rushing and throwing or passing.
Oh, you know what? Try Calvin Ridley for the Jags.
For Jags, Bears,
1,000
or Jags
receiving.
1,000? Yeah.
Okay,
7%.
that's solid.
Bang.
Jags, like fucking Jags, man. That's annoying.
Jags is annoying, dude.
Colts, Bears. I feel like both teams have.
Oh, I know this guy.
Which one is it?
This is for Jags, Bears.
Jags, Bears. What position?
He is a quarterback, but I only know him because he was a backup for the Giants.
When?
2021. And that was his last year in the league, it says too.
No, it's not Garrard.
No. You're probably not gonna get it.
Why? But I feel like I kind of know some of the Giants.
He had 4 starts that season.
It's not David Carr.
No.
Was he ever like pretty good?
No.
Jacksonville Bears. Oh man, that's so annoying. Jacksonville Bears. Man, 2021 Giants, not Freeman. Was he a first-round pick originally?
I would not think so at all, dude. 3rd-round pick originally.
Bears, Colts, Josh says Trey Burton.
Bears, Colts, Trey Burton.
Probably
T-R-E-Y?
Yep.
There it is.
Thanks, Josh.
Thank you, Josh. And he says, what up, Charlie?
Charlie. God damn, I want to know who this guy in the Giants is, bro. Is there any...
I mean, he sucked. He was not... I remember him throwing probably like fucking 10 picks.
Well, okay, but was he a starter? What team did he play the most for?
The Bucks. Let me check.
It's not Josh Freeman?
No, all right. So he got drafted 2013. I mentioned 5th round or 3rd round. Bucks, 3 seasons. That was the most he spent with any team. Basically, the full season, I guess, in 2013, he had 13 starts. 2014, he had only 5 starts. 2016, he had no starts. Went to Chicago, 4 starts. Next year after that, Arizona.
Not Greasy.
No. Oakland after that. Jacksonville after that. He had 5 starts with Jacksonville in 2020.
Wait, who was he drafted by?
The Bucks.
Oh, I know it. Mike Glennon. How about that?
Mike
Everyone used to rip
Glennon,
Francesa. They said, oh, Glennon, he's going to be a star.
Really? Oh, no.
And if you could help me with the context clues here for the Chiefs and the Colts, feels like there's a lot, and I'm just not thinking about it properly.
Nick Foles. No. Yeah, I guess so. I mean,
Is there a quarterback?
There's 3 quarterbacks. One of them was Nick Foles.
Oh, KC Colts. Josh B did the job for us. Minshew.
Never mind. Wait, what?
Minshew played for. Did he play for the Chiefs? Or he's the backup for the Chiefs now? I think.
Oh, he is. Interesting.
Wait, but does he have to enter a game? Do you know that?
I was gonna say. I mean, he's not on this list I'm looking at.
Okay, so maybe we because I feel like we've gotten screwed when they don't play a game.
So, oh no, I see. We can do Minshew.
All right, they do Minshew.
Yeah.
We pieced it together.
He doesn't have any passing yards. That's why.
But he took like a knee down or something.
Yeah.
Your boy.
He's not my boy.
45, dude. So a complete swing and a miss on the baseball and just a legendary. And thank you, Josh B.
Thank you, Josh.
Gave us some good ones there. Appreciate it. But all right, let's go to the world of the National Football League.
This kid is special, man. This think to do that.
Gonna run for it. He got it. And there he goes. Oh, the play of the year in the NFL. Throws intercepted by Surtain. Nobody's gonna catch him.
Jones to the end zone. Touchdown.
Quincy Williams leveling Murray. There he goes. Jamar Chase.
Not yet.
Touchdown Bengals. Stafford. Williams. What a hit by Buda Baker. Buda Baker just saved a touchdown.
Got to ask you, Tony, what was your deal with the football yesterday? Home? Did you go somewhere?
Oh no! Actually, I did stay home. It was actually really nice, dude. Yeah, Mike came over. We had Red Zone on. We were gaming and stuff. So
nice.
It was chill.
Some Chell?
No Chell.
What would you play?
Fortnite.
Yeah,
Mike's high in the Fortnite right now.
Here's
dude.
Murray. But boy, I don't know about you, but I thought the Browns blew it. Felt like they were the better team there yesterday, but Carson Wentz delivering.
Crazy.
Vikings winning 21-17 over there in London as he remained undefeated in London. Obviously lost the game in Ireland last week. But Wentz, I thought, played the best game we've seen him play in years. 25-34, 236, a touchdown and no picks, sacked 3 times. Minnesota outscoring Cleveland 14-7 there in the second half. Justin Jefferson with another big game, 7 for 123. And he's just one of those receivers, he's special because it doesn't matter who's throwing the ball. I think they said he's had 6-7 different quarterbacks over the past 5 years, and he just balls out. Jordan Addison, first game back off the PED suspension, caught 5 for 41 and a score. Oh. Josh Oliver, 2 catches, 35 yards and a touchdown. I thought that was impressive. So Minnesota, despite the injury to McCarthy there after the 2-0 start, rallying here 3-2. And, I think, listen, this is the Cleveland Browns, but, this wasn't Minnesota's finest moment. And Carson Wentz, let's face it, has not won many games over the past couple of years. So I think there's definitely signs of resilience here with Minnesota. And I think a lot of credit deserves to go to Kevin O'Connell, especially the Jordan Mason fumble early. Minnesota doesn't crumble. They find a way to win this game.
Yeah, you said it, dude. I think that kind of, I think, is a testament to the leadership, in the organization. And I guess maybe you can say, Carson Wentz, I'm sure probably helped a little bit too. The guy's got a lot of experience, across many different teams, many different scenarios during his tenure in the NFL. So, while McCarthy's out, you're winning these games. Like you said, yes, it is the Browns. But it did feel like they were going to lose this game.
Yeah.
So to come out with a dub.
Yeah. And maybe some of that's I was going to say maybe some of that's on the Browns. But yeah, a win is a win. And I think they're in a pretty good spot, and they have a bye week, because of these 2 consecutive weeks overseas, and then host the Eagles at the Chargers, at the Lions. And I know the Chargers just lost 2 in a row, but we know they're a good team. So not exactly an easy schedule coming up for Minnesota. No. So they'll rest up.
What's the deal with McCarthy? Do you know?
No, but you have to wonder too. I know this was Wentz's first win, but if they're going to go back to McCarthy, because he did not look good.
It's true. I'm trying to see. Jeez. Wentz right ankle sprain, I guess.
I guess he's not fully healthy yet.
Right ankle sprain. Like, you're missing 3 weeks, right? This is the third game.
Yeah.
Third start.
By the way, too, I was just thinking about this because I was looking at the stats again. That Cam Akers Wildcat touchdown pass was awesome.
It was sick.
That's a O'Connell, innovative play design. And I think Dylan Gabriel, first career start, I think played pretty well, considering he's with the Browns here. 190, 2 touchdowns, sacked twice. And then Quishon Judkins looks like he's going to be a star when he gets going in the open field. It seems like impossible to take down. I think he had a run called back, and he still went for 110. 5'11", 221, but just built like an absolute tank.
Love that.
So I think he's a future stud for sure. And then Harold Fannin had the touchdown. He's the highly touted tight end for Bowling Green. So I think there's some pieces here for the Browns. It's just, you have to wonder, is Stefanski going to be around to see it? Because I know he's won a couple Coaches of the Year awards, but you keep having bad seasons like they did last year, and I think you're going to be sent packing at some point. They will be at Pittsburgh coming off a bye next week. And then they are home to the Dolphins, at the Patriots, at the Jets. So we'll see. It's interesting, though, because there is talent in that team, but it's just not translating, unfortunately, for them in terms of wins and losses. So, what did they do there? Does Shador get a look at some point? But I thought Dylan Gabriel looked pretty good.
Very good.
The Raiders, wow, 40-6. The Colts losing their place kicker, Schrader, on an injury. And it's going for 2 every time.
Go for two.
Daniel Jones winning 4 out of his first 5 starts as a Colt. Shane Steichen, too. It seemed like he was on the hot seat going into this season. You got Jonathan Taylor rushing for 3 touchdowns. Geno Smith picked off twice, sacked 4 times.
Oh, man.
This is impressive stuff for Indy. I know, the Raiders are a mess. But this is like, wow. Because we're talking about messes, and I know it wasn't as bad as what the Raiders are doing right now. But the Colts have been a mess for a while now. This is one of the biggest surprises I think I've ever seen. I thought Daniel Jones was damaged goods, no confidence. I thought it was ridiculous they were starting him over Anthony Richardson. Couldn't be further from the truth.
Yeah, it is crazy. I don't think anyone really could have seen this coming. But, yeah, he's absolutely revitalizing his career over there, which is great. And I forget who they lost last week, right? Who they lose to last week? I kind of forget, but Jones did not have a great game. It was somebody
lost
good.
To the Rams.
Lost to the Rams. Okay.
But you had a Donnie Miss with the fumble. They could have won.
That's right, dude. But still, Jones didn't look great, but still bounce back game here, 20 of 29 with 2 passing touchdowns, not sacked once, too. So the offensive line seems like, Brian, when a team gives Daniel Jones some time in the pocket and has some solid blocking, like he can get some stuff downfield. Go figure, dude. But I still think here, Raiders, Geno Smith,
Dumpster fire.
Like, you got to get past it, dude.
Now, we'll get to their game in a second, but Texans have won 2 in a row. Titans just won yesterday, but we feel like they're a mess. Jags, we'll see what they look like tonight. But do you think the Colts end up winning this division?
I want to say yes, right? I mean,
feel like there's so much talent.
There is so much talent.
Tyler
dude.
Warren, Michael Pittman,
Jonathan Taylor,
right?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, the talent seems to be really coming together.
Yeah, and Steichen. I mean, he knows what he's doing, drawing up plays. So they will host the Cardinals next week, who just obviously lost to the Titans, collapsed in that game. We had another Adonai Mitchell moment in that game. And then for the Raiders, Carroll said he's having a tough time processing the start.
Oh, I bet.
So things are a mess here, but they do play the Titans, and I know they just did beat the Cardinals, but I'm gonna say it right now. I think they will win that game, but you wonder how long they're gonna stick with Geno Smith. Because he's got 9 interceptions so far.
Terrible, dude. What's their who's their backup, dude? Kenny Pickett.
Yeah. But I don't know. It might be worth a look. But I know that they're behind in these games. Their defense isn't doing them any favors. But I just think give Genty 35 touches a game. You know? See what happens.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially next week.
I think like last 2 weeks he's been doing pretty well, right?
Yeah, more with the yards per carry, but still only 14 carries. And again, I know it was the score dictated that, but
give him 10 more carries easily, right?
Yeah. And I didn't hear the Dave Dog and Pony show, but I'm guessing he was a mess. Saints 26-14, I think 23 unanswered to end the game. Did you hear anything on DNR?
It seems like he is almost like throwing in the towel. Doesn't want to talk about it. Doesn't even care. Like,
he literally said, I'm not talking about it.
No, I don't think he said that, but definitely was like not like he wasn't like talking as much about the Giants as he was anything else, it seems.
Okay.
So I think he's in a position where it's like fed up, don't even want to hear it. And that's that.
Yeah, I mean, Dart 26
so,
of 40, the 2 interceptions.
Not good.
Bellinger lead the way 452, but yeah, I mean, you're letting Spencer Rattler, who I think it was his first career win.
It was
Rashid Shaheed, that 87-yard touchdown. I'm sure he said that can't happen.
No.
But yeah, 1-4 is 1-4 on both sides of things. Yeah, I mean, obviously, even despite the win, of course, not expecting the Saints to do anything, but Giants quick turnaround Thursday Night Football against the Eagles. But that would be something if they were to come back and win. That's how this league works. Not that I'm expecting that at all, Tony, but that is how this league works. And then you look on the other side of things here. The Saints will host the Patriots, and I would not be surprised if they go back to their Saint ways there. And obviously, we'll get to it, but Patriots looked pretty good last night. Cowboys, Jets, I mean, 23-3 at the half. I think 2 touchdowns in the final couple minutes there of that second quarter.
Yeah.
Dallas, I mean, just being able to do whatever they want. The Breece Hall fumble. Dak, 18-29, 237, 4 touchdowns, no picks. Javonte Williams running all over this Jet defense, including a 66-yard touchdown. At the end of the half, when they're trying to run the clock out, Williams goes 66 yards there. I mean, just an utter disaster. And you look at some numbers, Fields didn't do that bad. But just, I don't know. It just seems like there's just no heart, no leadership. And it almost like reminds me of, who was I going to say? I don't know. I guess almost like the Raiders in a sense, where I know Bowers was out last time, but you got Genty. There's some pieces and probably more pieces here, but no leadership. So who do you keep? And how do you navigate going forward? Because Breece Hall had a good game, but again, the fumble killed him.
Yeah, the fumble killed him. Definitely killed the game too. But also, I don't know, man. I mean, just like
the defense, though. What about that?
The defense sucked, which is also huge. Has sucked
3 years in a row.
Well, yeah. And how about like this is supposed to be a year where it's like defense was supposed to be. I mean, honestly, like, the second year in a row where I feel like people were like, this is supposed to be one of the better defenses.
Third year, third year.
Dude.
That first year with Rodgers still wasn't good enough. And I know he got injured, but you know what I mean.
But also it's like, dude, you can't like the first half. It's like, what do you do?
I was thinking of the Browns with the talent, by the way. That's what I was thinking.
Browns.
Same thing.
It's like, I don't know, man. I mean, yeah, Justin Fields, second half stats, good.
Prevent defense,
but
Cowboys know they have it in the bag.
Yeah, dude, like my like it's like almost like garbage time. You made the game a little bit interesting. You scored 16 points.
Good for fantasy. I had to use him as
30
my starter.
points. Yeah, right. It kind of pissed me off honestly because it doesn't really matter. But dude, I mean, if you're not like you're kind of like even making the game look like it was closer than it should have been, to be honest. Like,
Right.
which is not the fact. You got blown out that first half. It was embarrassing, dude. And you looked like absolute dog shit. And it's just like, the missed cues on offense. I mean, I think there was at one point, I'm pretty sure Wilson somewhere was like wide open downfield, and
Not
Fields
even looking.
overthrows him, dude.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, it's like, the same old, just like Fields not being able to throw downfield, the stupid penalties, dude, the bad defense, like
Not buttoned up.
no, not buttoned up
Aaron
at all.
Glenn, no tone.
Nothing.
I mean,
nothing.
literally, I mean, you never see this these days. I mean, maybe you think about the Lions. I forgot who their coach was that time.
Nothing.
Where you had a one and done situation. Maybe he doesn't survive this, honestly. They're at the Panthers this coming week. The Panthers with that win against the Dolphins. I'm expecting them to lose. I don't know. They might go 0-17. I'm not kidding.
Pending.
They're a get right spot.
That'd be wild if they do.
Oh, no, I'm looking at the Cowboys schedule. I'll look at the Jets in a second. But Cowboys are at the Panthers.
Oh,
home
the
to
Jets
Commanders,
are
at
overseas,
Broncos.
I think, next week.
Broncos.
That's
the game
right.
last year, Rodgers.
Yeah.
But Cowboys, I mean, it's
Pending.
like that defense has to figure it out. But offensively, I do think they're a really good team. Javonte Williams, I thought has looked pretty good. Again, is the Jets. But we'll see what they look like against Carolina. Obviously, their only wins this year against the Jets and the Giants. So who really knows? But I think their offense gives them a chance to flirt with the playoffs. We'll see what happens. The Broncos, who will play the Jets next week, 18 unanswered in the fourth, beating the Eagles 21-17. Crazy game. I mean, 17-3 going to the fourth, and Denver just comes alive. Bo Nix, 242, a touchdown. Dobbins ran for 79. They ran for 130 on the ground. Sutton led them with 8 receptions for 99 yards. Former Giant Evan Ingram with the touchdown. Kind of interesting. I know, like, it didn't really end up mattering because they ended up kicking a field goal anyway. But how about the decision to go for 2 there at the end? Did you see that?
I did see that.
I didn't understand it. I was watching Red Zone, so I didn't hear like the full.
Yeah, no, me neither.
I don't know what that was about.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just thinking like, our defense can stop them.
I was going to say, yeah, right.
So we just want to win by 1. But it's like, well, they could just do the fucking push
Yeah.
for 7 minutes and run out the clock if you don't get it.
Yeah, very true.
But yeah, the go-ahead touchdown was caught by Ingram there. Philly,
But thank God, yeah.
Their run game, I feel like has just, I mean, Saquon 6 for 30. They finally used their talent receivers. Smith 8 for 114, Brown at 5 for 43, Hurts threw for 280, but 15 incompletions. I don't know. It's like I don't know what it is. You're 4-1, but your offense looks terrible.
Yeah, and I mean,
Can't score when you need to.
I guess so, but I feel like, and I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like 11 carries as a team is like really, really low for them.
Especially them.
And again, maybe I'll just miss something in the first 5 weeks, but I'm pretty sure I have to go back and look at the games. But
all the games. No, Saquon hasn't done anything.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure he's had some more carries though, right?
More carries, but I'm saying he's not getting the yards.
Right. Yeah, he's not getting the yards. You're totally right. I don't know if there's maybe offensive line. We know some people retired, whatever. But still, I mean, I don't know. I probably would have run the ball more, right? I mean, still just to roll the dice with Saquon breaking out, instead you get 15 incompletions, right? So it's like, there's your lack of offense,
especially because it's you're coming off the lack of running. You have your get right spot, short turnaround. The Giants would not be surprised if Saquon, it's at MetLife too, but it has 200.
Yeah. You're not wrong. I mean, I'm not worried about the Eagles, but it was an interesting loss. Interesting time for them to go to 4-1.
And Broncos, kind of, it's been tough sledding. That win that was taken away, but great comeback for them. So Sean Payton, the value of coaching, leadership, all that. Seems like the Dolphins are lacking that.
All that,
blowing it, Tony, to the Panthers, losing 27-24, and I don't think torched even does it justice. Rico Dowdle, a guy that was always we were high on and didn't understand why Dallas got rid of him. 23 for 206. I mean, you don't see guys run for 200 anymore. All of a sudden, the Panthers are 2-3, and Bryce Young struggled in the first half of this game. But Carolina outscoring the Dolphins 17-7 there in the second half. I mean, pretty ridiculous win. And Dolphins, I mean, it's interesting because Tua, 2 for 256, 3 scores, but their defense is terrible. And it's a shame because I do think they would actually have a pretty good offense if Hill was healthy because Waddle had 6 for 110. Darren Waller has 3 touchdowns in the 2 games he's played this year, had 78 yards yesterday. We know about A-Chain. They couldn't get anything done running yesterday. But I don't know. McDaniel, I mean, Thanksgiving, I think, will be spent at home, not in Miami.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. What about Dowdle, though? Were you at least like, I had him on my bench
for Rico.
But I mean, he's a guy that's
when are you
like
gonna
free
know?
agent, basically.
Yeah. That's tough for you. But yeah, no, I was hyped to hear about that for Dowdle.
Yeah.
Because like we said, I mean, he's a good runner.
Absolutely. So a disaster for Miami here.
Not
and
surprised,
they get the Chargers next week at home. You would think that's a bounce back.
Good for the Chargers,
spot for the Chargers. Panthers, I mean, I think this is a better start than they could have hoped for. 2-3 here. Dallas. So Dowdle, the revenge games. I might start Dowdle next week, even though I have other guys that are better. Just for a revenge spot, that seems to work a lot for fantasy.
Who are your
football.
other 2 options?
I gotta look. It's 5 teams. Don't even know. But I should have 2 4-1 teams, which is nice. I think in my leagues yesterday I went 3-2. How did you do?
I actually still have because I got a couple Chiefs players pending, but not good at all, dude.
0-2.
Yeah, probably.
You know what's not good at all? The Ravens.
They're
1-4. I think most points ever allowed at home. 44-10. Cooper Rush, yes, but CJ Stroud, looking like he's Joe Montana yesterday. 23-27, 244, 4 touchdowns. Kind of spread the ball out here, obviously without his buddy Tank Dell. And they ran for 167 on the ground. I mean, Henry ties Walter Payton with the touchdowns. That was probably the only good thing for Baltimore here. I know they're down a lot of guys, but is this not just a complete quit job on the Ravens?
I guess, right?
The players like Harbaugh.
I mean, there's really no excuse because I feel like when you get blown out, I mean, I know Houston's good, I guess, but Houston's looked not great. I feel like most of the year. And I know like Baltimore's defense hasn't either at all.
No,
but like, wouldn't you have thought that like Baltimore could like score 35 in this game and make it competitive?
Henry just couldn't get anything. 15 for 33. They give him. I mean, that's still probably not enough carries, but obviously he wasn't going anywhere as long as carry was 7 yards. But yeah, to me, it just seems like a complete lack of effort, and this smells like a 6-11 season for the Ravens. They get the Rams next week, at home, and we'll see if Lamar comes back for that one. But what a disaster! Houston rebounding from the 0-3 start. Obviously Stroud has to have some confidence. A banged up Ravens defense or not. They get a bye week, and then we'll be in Seattle. Looks like the second half of a doubleheader, Monday Night Football. So, rebounding from those 3 losses early.
Right.
Stroud, let's see what he looks like against Seattle. A good rebound spot for Texans.
What do you got for Baltimore though? They were 6-11. Like, what's happening with
Harbaugh? Done.
So there's a new head coach.
I think
try
so.
to rebuild around
18
Lamar.
years, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like why not try something different? Because you've had talent. Maybe not. This isn't the year because of the injuries, but you've had talent before and came up way short. So,
what do you think that like? Do you think Lamar needs like let's say Pete Carroll's available?
Yeah,
like an older coach who's won still, like not maybe a younger guy, first time head coach, like.
Yeah, I would say something like that would be good. Yeah. So, Nick Saban, that would be kind of crazy.
Is that like an option?
Who knows, right? I mean, Saban, like that's probably the last thing for him to check off his box. Unmitigated disaster with the Dolphins, all the success at Alabama, doesn't have to deal with the NIL. Just throwing it out there.
He'd look good in black and purple.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure.
The Cards blow it against the Titans. Amari DeMarcado, the dropping of the football before he gets in the end zone. I don't know how this happens every week, but it's just 2 typical Cards, 2 typical Murray. You know what I mean? It's like new year, same result. The Cards, like a middling team, lots of talent. Harrison Jr., McBride.
There is a lot of talent, which is crazy.
Maybe same thing, Carroll, right? I don't know. But Murray, though, I think there's a leadership problem there. And I know he didn't drop the football, but I don't know. If you have better leadership, does that happen?
Yeah, I guess, dude. I mean, listen, I'm not gonna blame leadership for that. I don't know. There's really no excuse, dude, for doing that. Like, I don't care if you have the best captain in the world, if you have Tom Brady as your quarterback, like I don't care if you have Anthony Richardson as your quarterback. If you're doing that, like
You shouldn't be in the league.
you should not be in the league. Like that is so dumb, dude. And
Right.
look at the score of this game.
Right.
Look at the score, Brian. Like you know,
lost
like
by 1.
yeah, exactly. So it's like, what do we like? Oh my god. But no, I do agree with you. Kyle Murray, like out, like should not be an NFL quarterback.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's going to happen. And Cam Ward gets his first career win, but despite a 37 quarterback rating, 265 and a pick. Pollard had a rushing touchdown. But yeah, I mean, just good for Cam Ward to get that win. We'll see what the Titans do moving forward. I think he just needs more of a supporting cast. I think that's the biggest thing right now. I mean, Calvin Ridley had a good game, and Pollard I don't think has gotten going yet. But I think they're just not going to do anything this year. So you just want Ward to grow. I mean, he's the hope that you have, and they're at the Raiders. So there's your game right there. I think the Raiders will win that game, but who knows? I mean, right? I mean, anything isn't played there. I mean, obviously the Raiders have looked terrible to start this season.
Anything's in play.
Anything is in play. Yeah. The Bucks, Baker and the boys, Tony.
There we go.
The resilience, Egbuka. Yahoo was shitting on me for drafting him early.
Really?
How do you like that? Evans missed the last couple of weeks. Egbuka, the star here, 7 for 163 to score. Baker almost throws for 429 of 33, 379 and 2 touchdowns. The run for him continues. Bucks are 4-1. He also hit, what was it? 3, including Egbuka, 7 different receivers. Sterling Shepard also got a touchdown. This despite not really having a running game, and Darnold throwing for 341 and 4 scores. But Bucks just finding a way there, hanging on late. It is really something how that transition has gone from Tom Brady to Baker Mayfield. They score a touchdown to take to tie the game with a minute left, and then get the ball back in get in play there for that 39-yard field goal. I mean, what a start to the season for the Bucks, despite not having Mike Evans last.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you want to talk about leadership? First of all, I'm sure Mike Evans, from the athletic training room is a better leader than anyone else on the Jets right now, dude. Right. And not to mention, you have a quarterback that clearly everyone's buying into. Egbuka is a rookie who is just like
a stud,
bursting out on the scene, And of course, you have other options. With Bucky Irvin, I think fell right. So you had Rashad White running the ball more. I mean, again, like it just seems like when anyone falls, like the team has a lot of depth, And again, I mean, Baker is that type of leader that gets the juices going. I mean, I know obviously that Sam Darnold pick in the end there. Unfortunately, I think it bounced off of someone's helmet or was tipped at the line, something like that. But still, I mean, it's like that defense was just ready to go, the entire team is just jacked up. And it just seems like that Baker Mayfield is playing he's like a top 7 quarterback in the league right now, top 6. Like, can you even name 5 more quarterbacks you would rather have?
No.
Maybe? I mean, maybe he's 6, right?
Unbelievable, though.
It is.
Different offensive coordinators, just doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
I mean, do you think it's just he thrives from the fact that the walk-on, the Panthers, all that stuff? Like,
I think
the Browns.
Yeah, dude. I think he's that. Like Baker Mayfield has been taking receipts. Okay, dude, and all of that plays a factor, and he's willing this into his reality right now.
Yeah,
which is sick, dude.
The Bengals' reality is no Joe Burrow till December, and they're 2-3, 3 straight losses here. Browning throwing 3 picks, but the Lions winning 37-24. It wasn't even this close. Cincinnati with 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns. Goff, 3 touchdowns himself, 258 yards, only 4 incompletions. They ran for 118 in the score. David Montgomery finding the end zone, and St. Brown 8 for 100. Laporta 5 for 92. 4 different receivers catching touchdowns. Laporta, Gibbs, Tesla, and Wright. Listen, the Bengals are battered. They're playing Browning, but the Lions are rolling. Recovering from that week 1 loss to the Packers, have been nothing short of outstanding. I just do question, though, that defense. I think that's going to be the key to them, getting back to an NFC title game that they couldn't reach last year. the defense buttoning it up, because I know, yes, you had a big lead, whatever, but look at all their games this year. I mean, they've let up a lot of points.
Yeah, no, they have. Do you think that it's more so in the secondary for them? Because I feel like they do get a lot of pressure up front, right? I mean,
no coverage. I mean, how many Browning have almost 400 yards passing? Or no, almost 300. But whatever. I mean, Browning is terrible.
Exactly.
And they have no offensive line. So
yeah, that's right.
So it's just like I said, I when that injury to Burrow, I knew that they should have gotten Cousins or something. It just but I guess the offensive line, but then get an offensive lineman. I don't know.
Right.
But whatever. Great matchup though, against the Chiefs. That's coming up on Sunday Night Football this week. So we'll see what happens there for the Lions. And then on the wait, what is
this is like some spam. It's spam, dude.
It's a shame.
It really is a shame.
Going
gone.
And the Bengals will be in Lambeau. So I would imagine Packers pretty pissed about the last couple of games have gone. That should be a complete thromping there of Browning and the boys. The Commanders, speaking of a thromping, 10-0 down after the first quarter. Shut out the Chargers after that, 27-0. Jakrowski Merritt, Tony, another guy on my bench, 14 for 111, 2 touchdowns. Daniels' first game back, 231 and a score. Debo also had a touchdown as well. And I'm sure the Commanders are just thinking, it's good to have Jaden Daniels back. And this was a big win because I think a lot of people were expecting the Chargers to bounce back after that loss to the Giants last week.
Yes, I think they were, dude. I think even we spoke about that as well. But obviously, Commanders having Jaden Daniels here, I mean, the volatility, the versatility of the way that guy plays is obviously apparent on the field, how it affects any defenses. Justin Herbert, I want to say, was that a fourth quarter pick? Was it? He had his pick late in the game, I think, too.
I'd have to check that.
I'm trying to remember correctly here, but I mean, obviously Commanders here just effective. I mean, how many fucking times do I see some type of shuttle pass to Debo in the backfield and he runs for 27?
Everyone thought he was done. Everyone thought he was done. Heavy, the beer.
Dude, a couple blockers in front of him, he gets rolling. Nobody wants to hit him. So it's just, oh my God. So it's just, again, and then you got, Daniels who can air it out at that point too. Even Debo can get, air it out too. So, I think Commanders kind of flexing a little bit, 27-10, I know it's 27-10, we've seen, crazier blowouts this season, but I mean, I don't know, against the Chargers, that's really impressive, I would say.
And it was a fourth quarter interception after
you
had a fumble from Jakrowski Merritt, but they go 14-play drive, only get 53 yards and throw the pick. So that was the game, and the Commanders scoring another touchdown. Like I said, I think the Chargers, though, are in position here to bounce back against the Dolphins.
They got to limit those turnovers, though.
Yeah, exactly. And then Hampton's banged up. We'll see how serious that injury is, but obviously that doesn't help things for the Chargers, because their options at running back are kind of limited. Dow and Hassan Haskins. I don't exactly love that.
I mean, Denver with the big win this weekend. I mean, you think Chargers division?
I think Chargers still better, but they got to hope Hampton's healthy. They'll need him,
Right. Very true.
And then the Bears will be the next game up. Monday Night Football at home for Washington. So Bears coming off that bye. Caleb Williams looking good recently, so that'll be an interesting matchup there. And then I'm just looking in here. Was it just the
Bills
game? That was
Pats.
The last one?
Yeah. Right. Did we miss something?
No, I went back a couple tabs.
Bucks, Seahawks, Titans, Cards, Texans, Ravens, Dolphins, Panthers, Broncos.
Oh, no.
Eagles.
Yep.
Yeah. Buttoned up.
Patriots. That was such a weird game. All those turnovers there in the first half. Dude. I really have just never seen anything like that. Drake May looking good, though. Josh McDaniels looking good back as the offensive coordinator there. May 22 of 30, 273, didn't turn it over, sacked 4 times. Diggs, huge
revenge spot
there, 10 for 146. The Bills, kind of interesting. So, I know James Cook is good, and he didn't have a good game. 15 of 49, only 3.3. Allen ran 53, 118 as a team. But Allen, it's I know you have to keep the defense honest, and I know he threw an interception himself there, which was surprising. But I don't know. I just think they're a better team when they throw the ball more. Because I just feel like Allen, if you give him time, he downfield, he just finds everybody. So I don't know. Something to think about 31 attempts, though. And the interception obviously was costly there. But Kincaid had a great game, 6 for 108, and he spread the the ball out like he normally does. But nevertheless, I mean, it's a disappointing it's a disappointing loss there for the Bills. And I think the difference was late having to settle for that field goal after the 10-play drive rather than punching it in for a touchdown. But it is what it is, and the Bills will have to rebound. And the Miami Dolphins of what was it? Is it 73? Undefeated team?
Yes.
Popping the champagne once again.
Yes.
Only undefeated team to go the distance there. And the Bills will be on Monday Night Football in Atlanta. So Penix coming off the bye there. But
72.
I like Josh Allen in the dome. So you think they rebound. But I think the message here, too, as much as I hate saying this, the Patriots are improved. I think Vrabel was a good hire. They're Saints, Titans, Browns, Falcons, their next 4 games. So Patriots could be a playoff team this year. I mean, after that, they get the Bucs and the game against the Jets, but then the Bengals, Giants. I mean, there's a lot of wins, it feels like, in there. So quite the rebound. I mean, obviously, they've been a disaster, but it seems they got it right with the quarterback. I would like to see them give Trevian Henderson some more looks there at running back, but we'll see what happens. I think Gibson left with that injury on the kick return. That was terrible. So I mean, it was an interesting day in the National Football League. One more game left. KC Jacksonville. We'll do the picks. But I don't know.
Excited.
I don't think there's a surprise in store here. I really don't. I think Kansas City, those disappointing losses to start the season, we've seen them rebound, albeit Giants, Ravens, 2 of the worst teams in the league here. But I just can't see, road game or not, the Chiefs losing this game to Jacksonville. I just don't see it.
I mean, do you want to do the frenzy? Do you want to do the picks?
No, I mean, just say not spoiling anything. I mean, am I missing? Is there a surprise, though? Are you really think there's going to be a surprise in this game? The sketchy line, the 3.5. I don't know.
I don't know, dude. I mean, I get. For me, it is a toss-up.
Really?
I think it is, dude.
All right, let's do it then. Another edition, Monday Night Football Frenzy.
That's right, Brian. All right, 8:15. Let's go. ABC, ESPN, the vehicles here. Jags undefeated at home, 3-1 on the season. I think surprising most, to be honest. Kicking off Monday night against the Chiefs here. They're 2-2. Yes, tough start. Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, the marriage, dropping balls. You do have them coming off back-to-back wins after starting 0-2, though. The bounce-back Giants 22-9, Baltimore 37-20, but they were pretty bad. Jags themselves on a 2-game win streak as well, knocking out Houston and the Niners. Arguably a tough feat for them tonight, which is why they are plus 3.5 on the spread. Over-under is 45.5. You say no surprises. ESPN says there's a 62.1% chance of the Chiefs winning this game.
Yeah, I would say 100%. And yes, like the whole line thing. Yeah, maybe they don't cover. So I'm not guaranteeing that, but 100% guaranteeing that the Chiefs win. And I do think they're going to cover. But if I just in terms of a guarantee, I'm saying I guarantee they win. If that's by 1, if that's by 20, I don't know. But I just think Liam Cohen, his whole Duval thing, and talking about the fisherman jacket, all of that. Trevor Lawrence not looking great, Tony. A veteran defense, Steve Spagnuolo. He's not getting fooled by a rookie head coach. And I think Mahomes, after that 0-2 start, the demise of the Chiefs, I think he's saying, get the hell out of there with that. I think he balls out 360 through the air. 3 touchdowns, Kelce with 2 of them, and I want to say the Chiefs win this handily, 28-10. So we'll go Chiefs, and we'll go the under.
Oh, my prediction. Let's go, dude. All right, fine. All right, I'll do it. Give me the Jags. Okay, dude. Trevor Lawrence, I know, hasn't had that game yet, but I think he rises to the occasion at home Monday night, dude. I say he's 30 of 35, okay? 372 through the air, 3 passing touchdowns, 1 rushing on his own. Defense stout, I guess. I would imagine the Chiefs still score a lot, though. I would say, though, Patty Mahomes, pretty solid. Maybe like a 280 through the air, efficient, 25 of 30 or something like that. But I say maybe late in the fourth quarter, ball tipped at the line of scrimmage, intercepted by the Jags. Hold on to the ball. Jags go on to win this game. I'm going to say 35-30, Jags in the over.
All right. And just like that, your Monday Night Football frenzy.
Let's go, dude. You jacked up for some MNF?
No, because like I said, I think it's going to be a blowout. But I think I have Chiefs defense. Kelsey, I think in that league, though, I'm probably going to lose. But is what it is.
Are you going to be like, are you at Sam's tonight? Or
I'll just watch some of it before I go to bed at home. But it's just one of those things I don't, if I miss all of it,
right.
I just don't think it's going to be some like legendary game. If it is, I'm wrong. Whatever. And then,
oh boy,
we haven't went to this in a while, but just wanted to mention college football wise, you had Miami hang on there against Florida State, 5-0, big game there. And then all the upsets and a winless UCLA team, interim head coach James Franklin losing for the second straight week, the whiteout game. Then they go to UCLA and lose to one of the worst teams ever. I think they're only the 4th top 10 team to lose to a team who was 0-4. So an complete embarrassment there. And that's just one of those things. It's like James Franklin, how many times you need to see it? It just seems like he's not going to deliver Penn State back to the glory days that they're looking for. Arch Manning, Sarkisian, unranked. They were number 9 going to this game. Florida 1-3. They lose 29-21. And Arch Manning, I think he's amongst the league leaders or leading the nation amongst them anyway. An interception, 16-29. Just been a very disappointing year for him and for this Texas team. So that was a surprise upset. And I'm trying to think, just looking down the scores here, if there was one other one. Alabama rolling. They've really recovered 30-14. I guess that was it. Notre Dame won. Okay. Yeah. I guess those were really all of the upsets there. So just wanted to quickly mention that. You got the Red River coming up this week. We'll see if Texas can rebound at home, but on the verge of being 500 at this point in the season. Who could have seen that coming?
Not me.
And then, hockey tomorrow. Any juice for you there? I know you've always liked the NHL. I know you're a little Josh B-ish on the Rangers.
I'm trying to be right now. I got to really dial it in, dude. I really do got it. I think, for me personally, the Mets season drag, football season right now is still kind of a little bit of a drag. Like,
his fantasy tight.
Fantasy got me so fucking tight. I'm not gonna lie, dude. And not for nothing, I feel like this week, because I'm trying to like focus on like actually the horseshoe league a little bit more.
Yeah.
Just because they're like super competitive about it, dude.
Right.
And you know what's really fucking stupid though with that league is that you have like there's a bid system for the waivers.
Oh yeah, I hate that.
What the fuck is that, dude?
Yeah, because guys
dude, it's like, what the fuck, dude? And I can just put $20 in, and then I'm gonna get them for sure, dude.
Then off to the left.
Fuck, dude. Yeah, exactly. Who cares?
Who's worth it? Who's not?
Oh my god, it's so annoying, dude. I forget where I was going with that, but I guess I just haven't been able to focus on hockey right now, dude. Even though I really should dial it in tonight, maybe I'll fucking
honestly. Well, no, because it starts tomorrow though, right? No hockey tonight. Maybe preseason.
No, I'm saying like tonight, like I'll just familiarize myself, dude.
Now, honestly, tomorrow, Yankees, Blue Jays, or Rangers, Penguins? Flip, or just all Rangers? Honestly.
I guess I would flip. flip. Yeah, I would flip around. But I would definitely be like Rangers.
Now,
like,
Rangers resounding 5-0. Igor shutout. Any juice? Like any I mean,
I just got a little goosebumps when you said that. So I would say there's some juice for sure, dude. I mean, it's a new year. It's a huge year for the Rangers organization, not just as these individual players, but as a whole. So yeah, dude. But it is, it's a long season. There's gonna be some ups and downs, some ebbs and flows. So,
and I forgot, did you say that the Islanders are going to be better, or you said it's a coin flip?
I think it's going to be a flip of the coin.
But so that means that it's like literally nil in terms of like the Rangers making a run.
No, not necessarily. I mean, last year the Islanders were making a push for a wild card, you know?
Yeah.
So I think those will go hand in hand. Islanders, are both teams going to be like leaders around the league? Probably not.
Yeah.
They're going to be, like fighting for a wild card or maybe a last playoff spot.
Yeah.
You know?
But the Peralt thing, BS or no? I don't know the ins and outs of the roster. But
I haven't looked into it.
But I mean, just at the surface.
Yeah, that kind of bothers me a little bit.
Yeah, because like, what do we
like? Why not? Just like he's gonna be your future.
Yeah.
Like, what are they worried about, dude?
Yeah, I don't know. I thought Tommy would elaborate on that, but didn't get anything. But I'm sure we'll talk to him at some point.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So yeah, the triple header on ESPN tomorrow. So I guess we'll probably do a couple of picks on that. But of course, I'll be dialed in. Yankees at the stadium, all that. But yeah, so I guess that's really where we're at. And then I guess that guy, what the hell is his name? Somebody was a first-time winner over at
that guy, Sanderson Farms.
Fisk.
Yes, right, dude.
Birdie's the last three to win the run.
Is it called
Steven Fisk? 8 under 64 to win the Sanderson.
Oh gosh.
It doesn't. I can't even look up his player profile on ESPN.com. I just wanted to check quickly because I know I was just talking about this. Oh, I think are they in Japan this week? I don't know if there's a bye or. Yeah,
the Bay Current Classic.
Yeah, okay, and then it's Utah
Yokohama.
after that or no?
Yeah, Utah, dude.
But a bye week in between there.
Oh, that's right, the 23rd. Yes, there's a bye week,
but
dude.
Japan overnight golf. But good performance from Fisk. I think he won a couple times in college, but first career PGA Tour win. He's 28, been at it 6 years.
Yeah.
Good for him. No, right?
Yeah, out of Georgia, went to Georgia Southern University, so a homegrown boy.
Yeah.
Good for him, man.
Yeah. And Kev Dew says, sup, dude. And including Kev, thanks everyone for tuning in today.
Hell yeah.
And continuing to comment, like, and subscribe. All of the archives on the YouTube page, Tony Michael, Renee, and Jay in costume, the merch at downtimetv.com. Want everybody to enjoy the day, enjoy the games, and we will see you mañana.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.